Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Oh my gosh, Happy New Year. And I'm excited. This is the very first live stream from my brand new office. So right now we are live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube as well. Just give me a second while I make sure everyone is on. Awesome. Hello, Priscilla. Who's watching on YouTube? Feel free to say hi as well. Hi, Chow, Dee, Marjorie. Welcome, welcome. So how do you guys like this new background that I have here? It's temporary. It is, well, if I might actually keep it up here. I actually put it up for my Chinese New Year greeting that I shot at 4 a.m. this morning. So we have a very highly a very interesting live stream that I'm going to be covering today. For most of you, it's probably going to be something that you've heard me talk about. But as I have, right now I have about 19,000, almost 19,000 and a half subscribers on YouTube, and I think about 15 or 16,000 followers on Facebook. I cannot assume that everyone has heard about manifesting. So that's going to be the fun topic that we have today, about manifesting, about how I holistically, honestly manifest many things, many positive things into my own lives, and I help my clients bring in more abundance and prosperity in their lives as well, above and beyond feng shui. You guys have heard me talk about this all the time, right? So what is this thing about manifesting? If you guys have heard of law of attraction, you've heard of The Secret, you guys follow, I don't know, let's say Jack Canfield, a lot of all those self-development, spiritual improvement gurus, you've probably heard about manifesting or law of attraction before. So let me know in the comments, anyone who's heard of this term, whether you've only heard it in passing or you've read books, you've maybe even tried implementing law of attraction or manifesting into your lives. So just put it in the comments. I would love to see. And so first things first, Chinese Metaphysics 101. I know most of you have heard of this before, so just stay with me. This is for the ones who, this may be the first time they're hearing this. Chinese Metaphysics 101. There is the 3 levels of luck. I'm going to do luck in quotations here, because those of you who know me know that, or I should say 3 levels of energy, not just luck, okay? Actually, let me just quickly share my screen. Sorry. Okay, so this here is, there's heaven luck, there's earth luck, and there's mankind luck, okay? And for me, I realized that whatever it is that you want to happen in your life really depends on the energy, whether the energy is blocking your progress, blocking your intentions, or the energy is there to support you in your goals, in your dreams. And whatever it is that you want in your life, be it love or health or finances or career, business, whatever it is, it really depends on what energy you're being dealt with, what kind of energy is affecting whatever situation it is that you want to change, okay? So back to the 3 levels of energy. What is this? In Chinese metaphysics, there's the Tian Di Ren, okay? So Tian is heaven energy. And heaven energy is where astrology comes into play. It's where most some gurus, I would say some gurus, not all, some gurus would say are unchangeable energy, such as, your karma, your past life, what kind of family you're born into, what part of the world are you born into, and of course, astrology, right? Those are considered heaven energy. And then the second one is mankind energy, Ren. So that is us, our actions, our decisions, our conditioning, right? Our spiritual or mental conditioning, our ambition, our self-sabotage, all those. Basically, whatever happens in your head and whatever happens in your heart is your mankind energy. And obviously, whatever happens up here and in here flows into your actions and your decisions. They determine that ultimately, right? So that's human energy, man energy. And then there's earth energy. And this is where feng shui comes in. And this means what is the energy that you're surrounding yourself in, at work, at home, or whatever other spaces that you spend a lot of time in, those impact you. And so all these energy, if you look at this, all these levels of energy ultimately come together and they determine what happens in our lives. And I really want to stress this because I know many of you guys, you know me through feng shui, right? And I've been a feng shui consultant for 10 years. But even when I was working with clients one-on-one, after we're done with the feng shui, which is the earth luck, I still tell them about the heaven energy and the man energy, because it needs to be holistic. And usually on the first call, when they're calling me asking about my my services and my fees, before I even quote them, I tell them about the 3 levels of luck. Because honestly, if someone only wants to do feng shui and wants their life to change 180 degrees by only doing feng shui, I need to set the record straight for them before they even give me a penny. Because I want to build my business in integrity. So I'll share with you guys my journey really quickly on how I came about. I mean, I didn't come up with the heaven, man, and earth energy. It is basically one of the main pillars of Chinese metaphysics. But just really quickly, if you guys will let me share this in terms of how holistically manifesting has changed me in my life, my life personally. So looking back about 15 years ago, right? I graduated university. I was struggling, couldn't find a proper job. So I was working at a restaurant, and I ended up working there for 6 years because I didn't have enough Canadian working experience. No one would take me, to be honest. And, I was very lucky to have that, waitressing job. It paid the bills, but it wasn't enough. And that became a point of contention between my husband and I at that time. And so I started dabbling in feng shui, because you guys know that's actually how, well, some of you know, that's actually how I met my husband. So I knew about the feng shui portion, and I was doing that, not quite to the level that I'm doing feng shui right now, but definitely I was dabbling in the feng shui. And then I was also going into a sort of a prayer circle, like a Hindu-based fire circle, I should say, where people would come together, different spots in Toronto here, come together, gather in a house, and we will do fire rituals, and we will, write down our intentions, and we'll do chants and mantras. But I realized that even before the fire circle or whatever ritual that we were doing started, that you would still hear people talking to each other and say, oh, I'm still dealing with this, I'm still dealing with that. And those are people who have been doing the rituals much longer than I have. So that was a red flag. And going back to the feng shui, I was also actually working at a feng shui store and realizing that, and that was a fast food feng shui store, and realizing that that wasn't working as well. So that's another red flag. And then there were other clues that led to me realizing that, wait a minute, sure, feng shui deals with energy, but I'm starting to get the clues that there are other energetic factors at play that I need to take a look at. And so when I went back to my feng shui books and saw this heaven, man, earth energy, you know how sometimes when the same lesson is presented to you many times and it just doesn't click, and all of a sudden it does, like the pieces of the puzzle start fitting together. That is when I realized above and beyond feng shui. I can't just be doing mantras here and there. I can't just be doing feng shui, just like dabbling in feng shui. I can't be doing law of attraction willy-nilly when I feel like it, when I'm not feeling tired. I realized the missing link is that they're not together. They're not done together. And so in many aspects of my life, I started to do them together. So it became, I would have my daily rituals. I would have my monthly rituals. I would have whatever that is done. But every day I made sure I did some sort of energy work, be it feng shui or meditation or visualization or journaling or candle rituals or moon rituals. All that, have all those tools have been part of my life now for minimum 13 years, I would say. And so I am living proof that holistic manifesting is the reason why many of us who dabble in feng shui, many of us who dabble in law of attraction, many of us who dabble here and there. I've dabbled before, right? So many of us are dabblers and we're still not getting the results because we're not doing the energy work consistently. Because whatever that is affecting us energetically, it's not just an overnight thing. And you can't expect overnight results, right? Especially where past life is concerned or where karma is concerned. If you guys are open to that idea, those things, excuse me, need to be worked on consistently. And so in my one-on-one consulting, when I told my clients that, look, it's great that you're doing feng shui. In my opinion, feng shui is the easiest way to change your energy, but it's one of three. And some of my clients, when they come to me, they've already been meditating, they've done like transcendental meditating, they've been doing mantras, they've already been doing years of self-development. Once they implement the feng shui, that was the tipping point. And that was another clue, because I started to see all my clients, and some of my clients are getting results much faster than other clients. And I'm looking and seeing, wait a minute, the ones who rely purely on feng shui, they get results, but definitely not as fast as this other group here that do their other energy work. That was another clue. So years and years passed, and then I had an idea to start a program, but that idea kind of sat in my head until end of 2017. I finally told myself, okay, I'm going to launch it. And it's called Manifesting Code. Because I was sick and tired of just like putting it, storing it in my brain, because I knew Manifesting Code is where I can really talk about the 3 levels of luck and really help people with holistically manifesting their intention, wanting to attract a partner, or maybe strengthen a marriage, or maybe getting a better career, maybe building their business, maybe getting pregnant, maybe, any intention in your life. If you're only doing feng shui, You're only hitting 1/3. You're only filling up your manifesting tank 1/3 of the way. You're missing the other 2/3. I hope you guys are hearing me on this. And so that is my tip for you guys today, is that if you want to shift whatever it is in your life, you need to look at the energy. Feel free to start with the feng shui, because again, moving furniture, putting certain colors into your room, putting certain elements into your room, that is the easiest one to attack first, okay, to address first. The heaven energy, where, you know, we're talking about karma and astrology and past life, those will take months if you're lucky, but most likely years to kind of remedy. And again, that's with consistent work. And mankind luck too. We all have our CRAP, right? We all have a baggage. We all have our ego mind that is keeping us stuck. So all those things also need to be addressed. So here it is, okay? I'll tell you, and I'm not doing this in a boastful way, okay? But my business is where it is now. Sure, I have feng shui to thank for, but feng shui is not the only one. I've been on the self-development path really since I was 15. But again, no consistent practice up until like more than a decade ago. And I worked on my past life. I worked on my karmic debt. Those of you who are currently in manifesting code, excuse me, I've shared quite a few very personal challenges in my life. Even feng shui cannot take care of my past life. Feng shui cannot take care of my karmic debt. Feng shui cannot take care of my self-sabotage. I have a lot of negative self-talk. Even after all these years of self-development, there's other CRAP that we need to work on. Once you heal one level, there's a deeper level that is asking to be healed as well. So it's constant inner work, constant working on myself. I know it feels like it's tiring, but at the same time, once you realize something that's been plaguing your life for the past 10 years, let's say, and you're finally seeing that release from your life, that, my dear friends, is why we do the work. And if you're willing to take that further, for instance, okay, let me be transparent with you. I've struggled with money. And I realized that my negative relationship with money has been carried on from many different past lives where I've made a lot of money, and that has either gotten me killed or gotten me into trouble. And so in this life, I struggle with, the issue is not in making the money. The issue is actually being comfortable with having money, comfortable with being financially prosperous, because in my past lives, I died because of money for many different reasons. So it's still, it's still an ongoing journey. I'm definitely much better than I am now than even just 3 years ago, because I've sought help, I've sought support. Of being honest with myself, being honest with my husband, and even getting counselors, because I know I cannot fix this on my own. I tried, I can't fix it on my own. That is my mankind luck. If I was still in denial, feng shui will make the money for me, but my mankind luck will not let me keep that money. You guys see the difference here. Feng shui cannot help me keep the money, because that's outside of the realm of feng shui, okay? To a point. Like, let's say you're losing money because you're fixing your house. Well, that's probably feng shui. But if you're losing money because you're a shopaholic, or if you're addicted to debt, or whatever other reason, that's feng shui cannot help you. I have clients who do a consult with me, and they're like, Safrina, I want to lose weight. Can feng shui help me lose weight? I'm like, no, you have to go to the gym. You have to watch what you eat. Feng Shui can't take care of that for you. Newsflash, right? So I know I actually get emails and I get messages from people saying, Safrina, why don't you just stay on topic and only talk about Feng Shui? Why are you talking about past life? Why are you talking about law of attraction? Why are you talking about meditation? Why? Because honestly, if you are stuck at focusing on the Feng Shui and you're not willing or you're not open to work on the other levels of energy, you are actually shortchanging yourself. And I'm saying this with the utmost love and respect. But sometimes, harsh words are needed, right? And I know sometimes it's easy to just, like I said, it's easy to do the Feng Shui, get stuff done, and you think you can just sit and wait for everything to change in your life. No, you have to meet it halfway. Okay? And so I've also, some of you know that you see the ticker at the bottom here, manifesting.com. I'm not hiding it. So if from this point onwards, I will be talking about my program, my membership program, Manifesting Code. So don't, so if you don't want to hear about the program, feel free to release and let go from this video. But I will be going into that because I've been getting a lot of questions about Manifesting Code, if it's right for them, if it's not. Okay, so and so the rest of this video is pretty much about that. You guys feel free to go into the website manifestingcode.com because I will as well. Okay, so this is our brand new page. I have made some changes. So those of you who joined back in 2017, 2018, even 2019, you're going to see some differences here. So here, my beautiful graphic designer did this for me, the dragon and the phoenix. Again, of course, you think it's back to the, me being a Feng Shui consultant. Yes and no, because in manifesting, you need to do the yin, which is the, actually, this is not even the proper, hold on. That's not the proper website. Let me open it up. So the yin is the phoenix. That's the quieter energy, right? That's the meditation. That's the past life work. That's the journaling time. That is that is also the going inwards and asking your guide, asking your higher self for enlightenment. That's the yin. That's the phoenix. And then there's the dragon, which is the action taker, the more assertive one, the more masculine one, obviously, right? So in manifesting as well, there needs to be that yin and the yang. There needs to be that balance. It can't be just one or the other. Okay, I'm not going to go through all the copy here. You can take a look at that, but I want to really encapsulate what Manifesting Code is, how I birthed it, and why I birthed it. It's because this membership program really deals with all three levels of luck. Okay, so what do we deal with in terms of the heaven luck? Again, like I said, heaven luck encompasses your astrological energy, your karma, your destiny, your belief, your past lives, right? Some of us, we're stuck in a certain pattern. Let's say, a woman constantly falling for the bad boy type, right? And you're sick and tired of it, and you're wondering why you are stuck in that pattern. Sometimes it's a spiritual lesson that you're meant to learn. And until you break that, then the universe or whatever, or God or whatever you believe in, will keep serving that lesson to you until you learn it. Same thing with my relationship with money. I am dealing with my relationship with money now because I've got the insight now that I've had many, many lives relating to unhealthy relationship with money. I need to deal with it in this life because I don't want to have to deal with it in the next life. I'm tired of it. I'm done. Okay? It's a lot of work to do in this life, but I'm willing to do it because I'm done paying for it for so many lives already. Okay? And in manifesting code, actually, we'll take a look at the portal in a minute. But in manifesting codes, I have modules as a newbie, and maybe even a little bit as an intermediate, but definitely as a new person who's never done Akashic record, never done past life regression before. Then I have modules that guide you through how you can get insights from your past lives, connect with your higher or your spiritual guides. Why do you want to connect with your guides? Sometimes you have a decision to make and you don't know which path to take. For me, all the time, I don't know which path to take. I go inward. I connect with my guides. I ask my question and I always get the answer. It may not always be the answer that I want or be the answer that I'm prepared for, but I always get an answer. And we will have modules to start honing your skills to do that. Everyone can connect with their guides, connect with their universal or higher power guidance. It's just we have our ego and all the other noises up here and in here that block our connection to it. Okay? So that's heaven luck. And a part of and in manifesting code, part of heaven luck, we also have Chinese astrology 101 as well. Again, you guys are going to see that in the portal. And then there's earth luck, obviously is feng shui, right? As part of manifesting code, you will get modules on how to remedy structural feng shui issues. So we have modules on front door feng shui, kitchen feng shui, and bedroom feng shui. And what is really unique to this bedroom feng shui is a bed placement. In fact, it's advanced bed placement technique that I learned from the Grandmaster. I paid $4,800 for that course, and I walked away being blown away by this bed placement. And I've used that for years and years, serving my clients. I have a module on that, okay? Guidance on where to place your water feature. Again, water feature placement is wrought with a lot of misinformation. And some homes can take a water feature, some cannot permanently. I have clients who want to put a fountain or they want to put a swimming pool, and I'm like, unless you try a different house, this house cannot have a water feature. You guys are going to learn the basics of that. What is the parameter that you need to look for when doing your water placement? And every month you will get Flying Star Feng Shui updates. And so those of you who are in my annual training, especially those in Feng Shui 2020, Feng Shui 2019, you already know the format. That's for the annual energy. In Manifesting Code, as part of your membership, you also get monthly updates based on your period and based on your facing. Those of you who have never taken my annual training, I'll have a screenshot of what the monthly energy looks like. You'll take a look. Hopefully that'll clarify a few things for you. Okay. And then higher level memberships will also give you Qi Men Dun Jia, which is another school of feng shui and forecasting. So I'll talk about that in a bit as well in terms of the different levels of membership. For mankind luck, right? We actually have monthly calls that deal with physical, mental, emotional, and physical energy. So every month when we get together for a group call, and I try to do it in different time zones because I have people from all over the world, we do energy healing calls. I would ask them, okay, sometimes I put up a topic. Let's say we work on anger, or we work on guilt. We work on boundaries. issues with boundaries or whatever it is. I'll throw out a topic, or sometimes I just make it like free flowing. Whoever needs support, then we'll work on that as a group. And all these group calls, by the way, get recorded and is up on the portal. So you guys can, as part of the membership, you get to, look, watch the replays, join me live, and watch the videos as many times as you want, as long as your membership is active. Okay. Yeah, simple but powerful daily tools is my mantra, because when an energy tool is too hard to implement, you end up not doing it. And some of you guys are actually in manifesting code right now. You guys will know that those modules, some of them, they're like short and sweet, right? Short and sweet modules. So it doesn't take up too much time. And the main thing is I want you to be able to take just 5 to 10 minutes a day, implement one or more of the energetic tools that we have in manifesting code, so that, again, you can holistically manifest. Okay. And so actually, before we go into the levels, I'll leave that to the end. I'll show you guys some screenshots. So this is the portal. When you join the manifesting code, you get our Facebook group. So I have 2 Facebook groups, one for the gold, which is the basic level membership. And then the second and the third tier will get a separate Facebook group as well. So you guys get to join that. Feng Shui monthly updates, which look like this, right? This is the Flying Star update for December 7th till January 5th. So it just last month. So this is how, I don't know how do I make this bigger? Right? So this is, what the ones in the red was the energy for 2019, right? Looks familiar. And then the larger number was the energy for last month. And this is where I go over placements, right? So I go over all the directions. So southeast, what is happening? I look at in here, I actually look at the monthly energy, the annual energy, and the permanent energy, all 3 at once. And I do recommendations based on that, right? Like for instance, period 6 facing west 1. Here, like replace your salt cure if needed and reduce usage if possible. Period 6 west 1, period 6 facing east 1, period 7 facing southwest 1, and so on and so forth. These are the guys that have to be doubly concerned, because the energy in the southeast can trigger additional stuff for them. Okay, so I give you guys a heads up, usually the first week of the month. Okay, and then I have the sun formula. The sun formula is, again, it's calculated by me. You guys don't get the formula, okay? I guess I need to clarify this. This is not certification level. If you want certification level, you want the formulas, you want the calculation, then that's actually the certification portion, which is happening in March. In manifesting code, I do the thinking and the calculating for you. Okay, so the sun formula, you're not actually getting the calculation, but you're getting where I say, okay, if your house is sitting east 1 or northwest 2 and whatever, you can do the sun formula this month. And this is what you do. What is the sun formula, if you've never heard about it? It is really one way of reducing the afflictions or reducing the negative energy that's kicked up by renovations or tree cutting or whatever. You guys are probably hearing some construction work in the background. I'm still doing renovation in my basement, actually literally right under me right now. So and I, as much as you try to do renovation and not do it in, the Grand Duke direction or 3 killing direction, number 5 direction, sometimes you can't control all that. What do? I use the sun formula to remedy that, and I use my other energy tools to protect the house. Okay, I'm always above and beyond feng shui, you guys. I walk my talk. So, okay, so sun formula. And we have the monthly master classes. Do I have a screenshot of that? If we do, yeah, monthly master classes, I'll give you guys a look at the topics, right? For last month, we did Visioning Your 2020 mini virtual retreat, where I guided them through with a workbook how to plan their goals and their intentions, and really powering up the intention and how they can stay on that vision, so that at the end of 2020, you look back at your workbook and you realize, hey, actually, many of these things actually happened in my life, right? November Masterclass, we have the Homes Akashic Record. Akashic Record is a whole other topic on its own, but it really means that everything that has energy has a record, almost like a library of energy. And like, you have an Akashic Record, your pets have an Akashic Record, my business has an Akashic Record, even the house has an Akashic Record. So last November's masterclass, we went through that. September was past life regression around relationships. August, we did a new moon and a symbolic ritual. Guys, this symbolic ritual was the boost to help me get this house right here, among many other things. But the symbolic ritual, I energetically feel that was the one that locked it in for me. And sometimes I have guest speakers. I have had amazing guest speakers. This is Alan Davidson, and we did evolutionary mystic meditation, right? And we have other, excuse me, other master classes as well. So where am I going? Okay. And then monthly energy healing sessions. Again, like I said, sometimes I come up with a topic, because you don't subconsciously think, oh, I need to work on forgiving my parents, for instance, or I need to work on overcoming grief. You don't subconsciously think that. So sometimes I come up with a topic, and we, as a group, we work on that. Even if you're watching the replay, oh my gosh, I've got so much feedback from people who are not able to make the calls live, but they're watching the replay and they're still getting breakthroughs. It doesn't matter if you get on the call live or not. You're still getting the energy healing, because we're doing, we're doing either visualization or we're doing modalities together, and that helps in getting the energy unstuck. There's the Wealth Chi modules. I get a lot of questions on this. This is why I'm going to share this one here. How do I zoom out? So you guys are always asking me, where is my money corner? Because I talk about 3, maybe some homes even have 4 money corners. So this is the modules for that, okay? And then the money bowl. Actually, someone in Feng Shui 2020 asked me about a money bowl recently. I have the proper money bowl here. And it's and no one talks about it. This is the right money bowl. Let's see, 4 pillars. So we have what I call 八字, or 4 pillar 101. So you get these modules here. What else did I? Okay, essential oils. We talk about. I use essential oils every day. Like actually, I have a bowl. It's kind of out of reach, but essential oils have power in them, and they help you in your manifesting as well. They help in the mankind luck. It calms you down. It gets you motivated. It has all sorts of powers to it. And essential oils also help in the heaven light. It helps you with your accessing your Akashic record. It helps you get deeper into your meditation, so you can get better reconnected with your guides. It can, and what about earth energy? Earth energy feng shui, like, it helps you cleanse your space as well. Like, before I moved in here, I diffused my essential oils, and I burned my incense and all that, so that the energy is cleansed before we come into the house. Moon rituals. Love, love, love moon rituals. And they have been, and that's something that you do every month, right? Once a month minimum. And I have my recordings there that you can go back to, like full moon rituals and new moon rituals. What are the differences? When do you use each? When do you use them? and how to time it and how can you boost it up to really supercharge your intentions. And then working with crystals. Again, these are more intro, but I have a crystal expert lined up. So we're going to do a masterclass on crystals soon. So we're going to use that. Again, my crystals are out of reach, but I have my crystals right there, like a foot away. And I love crystals. They just hold the energy for you so that as you're, as you take 5-10 minutes to charge your crystals, you place it where you need to place it and you go about your day, and it's kind of doing the work for you. Obviously you're not totally hands off after that, but you go back to your crystal, you recharge that. Working with candles, I work with candles all the time. This was another one. Actually, I did 3 candle rituals the day I put an offer for this house. You guys heard me. I don't remember if I did it publicly or if I did it in the Manifesting Code group, but the day I put an offer on this house, I used many, many tools that I have in here to help me get this house. And I didn't do all that with the previous homes, only because I felt so in love with this one. Intro to working with incense, law of attraction tools and techniques. We have something on journaling and stuff like that here. Ho'oponopono. Those in the higher level, we actually have more advanced Ho'oponopono there. Ho'oponopono is another energy healing tool, and I also use that for getting the house. I have meditation tracks, and I'm not tooting my own horn here, but this is the feedback that I got, is that I've had quite a few people, they've tried meditation tracks from other people, and then they say, for some reason, mine works better. I'm very happy to hear that. So I've gotten really, really good feedback with my meditation tracks. Akashic Records, again, this is more of a newbie intro into Akashic Records, but this will help you in terms of connecting with your Akashic Record guide, getting insight, getting answers, getting guidance. And awake hypnosis affirmation. It's basically reading affirmations, but this is done with a twist. This gets into your subconscious level, because just reading affirmation, but if you're just doing affirmation, but you're not going into a brainwave that's in the alpha level, so you're only working on the beta brainwave, your affirmations don't stick. So they don't work that well. So the awake hypnosis affirmation is helping you get into the alpha as you do, and then you do the affirmation. Okay. And these are the Welchi modules you do. So like I said, front door feng shui, kitchen feng shui, bedroom feng shui, and then, the Chinese birth chart best elements, which I calculate for you. I know I still owe some birth chart best elements calculations, but they're coming. I promise you they are coming. Because the Chinese birth, what are your best elements? It's not based on the year that you are born, you guys. I've done a whole video on this. Your best element is based on the day and the season that you are born. And it is not a very straightforward calculation at all. Some people only have one best element. Some people have up to 4 best elements. And what do you need to know your best elements for? You use it to help with your health protocols. Like if wood is your best element, then you go plant-based diet, then you go naturopathic medicine, like herbal remedies. If water is your best element, then you take your soups and stocks and your vitamins in like a liquid form. If metal is your best element, then you use acupuncture, you use Western medicine, and so on and so forth. That's for health. But best elements also helps you in choosing a career, choosing a business, to make sure that you're literally in your best element, career-wise or business-wise. Okay. And yeah, so this is the Chinese Astrology 101. This is just a screenshot. How to plot your 4-pillar chart. What do these 4 pillars mean? What's a clash? What do they mean? What does your day master say about you? what are the astrological combinations and what they mean, etc. Any other screenshots? I don't believe so. Let me just go back to see if you guys have any questions regarding this. Okay, Xiao is asking, what if you're taking your course in March? Is it worth to join manifesting? Yes, because there's like a teeny tiny overlap. Manifesting code really is more about the heaven and the mankind luck. And the certification course is all about feng shui. Like, we don't talk about heaven luck or mankind luck at all in there. So so that's definitely, if you are coming, Qiao, 你是谁呀? Are you using a different name? Did you register already to my course in March? By the way, March 5th to 8th, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. 5th to 8th is my certification course happening in Toronto, Canada. Segue, I'm sorry. DD is asking, any recommendations on who can help unlock past life memories? You can do it on your own. There are past life regressionists, there are Akashic records practitioners out there. But I find that it is a worthwhile tool to know how to do it on your own. Okay. And so what's the time now? Okay, let's start wrapping this up. So you guys are probably, some of you are probably looking at the 3 levels to join here. So there's the gold, which is $39 per month. There's the platinum, which is $99 per month. And the platinum elite, which is $199 a month. And these are the similarities. I'm not going to go through everything, but like, for instance, the gold, like for instance, the North Dipper candle, this is new. So I will start doing this. It's me doing, so the North Dipper in Chinese is called Beidou. So based on your astrology, there are certain months in the Chinese calendar where if a candle ritual is performed, then, you know, you get energetic boosts, okay? I know this is priced up there, but that's because, like, a lot of the stuff in this package is actually a lot of one-on-one stuff. So I can't have, honestly, I can't have too many people in this package because there's a lot of personal work that I have to do at this level. But if you're game for that, like the North Dipper candle, I do it on your behalf, okay? If you want the Qimen Dunjia, the gold doesn't have it at all. Only the platinum and the elite platinum has that. The difference is the elite platinum, this is again where my personal work goes in. I go into the feng shui, Qimen Dunjia, feng shui evaluation of your home. So there's the flying star evaluation, there's a Qimen evaluation as well. Because sometimes when you look at the flying star, and yet the people staying there have certain other issues that they're kind of facing, Qimen actually can give insight on that. So with this one, by the way, if you're looking at this one, I do need a 2-scale layout, like a proper layout. A hand-drawn one will be tricky because Qimen is very precise. I need to know the exact location of your door relating to the house. So it needs to be very precise in order for me to be correct in my my evaluation of the house. And also Qimen Dunjia birth chart reviewed by me as well. Okay. And then all levels, in terms of energy healing, you get the private energy healing group calls, you get the energy healing tools and techniques. All levels get that. The higher 2 levels get my manifesting with angelic rituals. Again, I put this higher up because not everyone would be comfortable with this. Angelic rituals involve usage of symbols and Hebrew language, and some people might feel a little uncomfortable with that, but I have found it to be, again, that additional oomph in terms of just getting over the hump, getting, angels to help you out and give you support, protect, like in terms of, I use my angelic rituals all the time to protect my family. Because I cannot foresee, even with Flying Star, even with astrology, sometimes the odd thing can still happen. So I rely on my angelic support to help me make sure that my family is safe. Okay. And then this also is new, is private elite platinum quarterly virtual retreat. So every quarter of the year, we will have a virtual retreat. I don't know if those in elite platinum are on the call right now, but I will be sending out information on this. The very first virtual retreat this year will be on Qimeng Dunjia and the best directions based on that. Okay. And then what kind of support are you getting? All the levels will get monthly master classes, and you also get a private Facebook group, which is pretty vibrant, I would say. We have many members who joined back in 2017 and are still in there. And then the ones in the higher level would get the Facebook Messenger and email support. And I would also want to point out that a lot of the modules, maybe I haven't made this clear, a lot of the modules, once you register, let me go back to this, okay? Once you register, you will get immediate access to all the way up to here, okay? So monthly updates, Sun Formula, monthly masterclass, and monthly energy healing sessions, you will get immediate access to that. All the rest, every week you get one new module, because I don't want to overwhelm people. It's already quite a lot to be kind of bombarded with all these 4 categories right from the beginning. But once a week for 52 weeks, which is 1 year, you get a new module, and it will be on all these different topics. Well, not all topics every week, but excuse me. But basically, like for instance, week 10, you'll get one, let's say, on a wealth chi module. And then week 11 maybe is a moon ritual module. Week 13 is let's say an essential oil module. It will be kind of, the way I've done it is so that you will get an astrology, a law of attraction, and kind of layered. Okay, so it's not all kind of lumped into one for weeks and weeks to come. More holistic. All right, so what else? So you can definitely look at the page to see which one works for you. And oh, I've got full payment discount as well. I actually just had someone, I'm not sure if you're here, just registered for the full gold payment this morning. So if you make the payment in full, then you save $68. So that's almost 2 months free. If you pay for the platinum in full, that's $1,000 a year, and you save $188. Plus, you get a manifesting with Luo Pan training. Oh, I forgot to prepare my Luo Pan. I forgot where it is. Luo Pan is the feng shui compass. So different 5-degree directions have different energies. So if you want to manifest specifically on relationship, for instance, then on the Luo Pan, there are specific directions for you to face to tap into that, let's say, attracting relationship. Okay, so full payment bonus. I actually still have to record this. Again, this is new. Full payment bonus, you get this one, okay? And I know I put down value of 388. You cannot buy this outside of Manifesting Code. If you want this training, and I can tell you this is really good training. If you want this training, you have to be in platinum and payment in full. That's the only way you can have that. I don't sell that on its own. And platinum elite full payment, you save 388. Okay, again, that's almost 2 months free. And you also get the Manifesting with Luopan training. And on top of that, again, this is more my personal energy involvement, is for Xuan Kong Dagua date selection. I'm actually going to do a video on how I did the date selection for moving into this house. It's like nothing you have ever seen. At least I don't believe anyone's done Xuan Kong Dagua date selection video before. I could be wrong. I don't know all videos in the world, but if you do the full payment, then I can do 4 date selections for you, or you can mix more candle rituals, and that's valued at 912. If you want to do date selection, I do that separately. It's 188 per date selection. So you can just keep these 4, date selections in your back pocket. Let's say you want to launch a business or you want to do whatever that's really, really, really important, then you can cash in on that if you make the platinum elite payment in full. Okay. Let me see new comments. You can use, yes, 7. Yeah, you can use Manifesting Code anytime. I just wanted to share this one here. These are, I've got a few other testimonials, but these are the ones that I managed to put on so far. Upward trajectory physically, mentally, and spiritually. So Kat says, before Manifesting Code, I was skeptical of affirmations and some tools like meditation because I thought they were not effective in bringing about real transformation in my life. When I first saw Manifesting Code, I thought that it may be too much work since I could barely keep up with basic feng shui. However, I quickly realized that Safrina brilliantly designed the program so we can use what resonates with us and not be worried about skipping over what doesn't. That's actually a really good reminder. I call it like a Netflix, okay? You don't have to use all the tools in there. You use what resonates with you. Just like Netflix. If you don't like horror movies, don't watch horror movies, right? Just go for your rom-coms or whatever that you like more, right? So just incorporate what works at your own pace, like what Kat did. And she has seen improvements, everything from her relationship to her finances, and have learned many things. I believe, like financially, she boosted her monthly income quite a bit. I forgot the number, but I know it was a bit. And then this is R. Nichols. She manifested winning a 3-year-long court battle. So she said her life before Manifesting Code was weak. I was going through some marriage infidelity, deep heart pain, and I knew that a psychiatrist could not help me. I knew that it was something that I had to do myself. I knew I had to do inner work to heal my heart. When I first heard Safrina talk about Manifesting Code, I knew it was something that could help me, but I didn't think I could afford it. Actually, she's more than 1 year and a month strong now. She's probably close to 2 years now, and she feels brand new. Last year, this time I was in pieces. I did the work and it paid off. I love the modules. I can tell you, R is so committed in her tools. Like, she is on top of it. And she says, I love the modules. They help me heal, staying busy, working on me. I would recommend Manifesting Code if you're serious about a new you. You will have to apply yourself. And thank you for that reminder, R. You will need to do the work, you guys. Manifesting Code is not if you just want to pay for membership, but you don't want to do the work. Save your money. Don't give me your money if that's your case. If you're ready to do the work, ready to ask the hard questions, ready to hear the hard answers, Manifesting Code is the one for you. You will have to apply yourself. I'm no longer a moth. I am a butterfly flying high. Isn't that beautiful? And I even manifested winning a 3-year-long court battle that I was fighting before manifesting code. And I forgot this part. I know you didn't know I was going through any pain at all, especially this magnitude. Yes, that's correct. When she sent me this testimonial, I had no idea she was going through that. So I'm very glad that the tools helped her in her journey. And then last one, Lisette. A few months ago, I came across Safrina's YouTube. I was impressed by her knowledge. Thank you. That's when I decided to sign up for Manifesting Code program. And honestly, that was one of the best decisions I have ever made. This program has taught me to practice the original classical feng shui. Again, it's not certification level, but as a DIY, I'm very proud of the feng shui modules that I have here. I have learned how to work in my inner and outer feng shui to obtain better results. I love everything about the Manifesting Code program and the group. I like the holistic approach of this program. I love that it gives you access to a variety of webinars and very useful information. Interaction with the members of the group and their positive attitude. Because, okay, hands up, how many of you guys are trying to be positive, but the people around you are just negative Nellies all the time, right? Manifesting Code family, I call them my MC family. They are amazing. They can be your cheerleaders if you feel down. And yeah, you guys can, there's some FAQs there. You can go over that as well. Again, I'm not going to go word by word, but Amber is saying, I want to do Manifesting Code, but I'm worried about the time commitment at this point in my life. Can you describe the schedule or time needed to fully work through all you offer at Platinum Elite level? I wonder if I may be wise to wait until I'm in a better place, or if I should commit now in order to get to a better place. That's the catch-22, isn't it? If you're looking at Manifesting Code, no matter what level, you have to ask yourself, do you want to make a change or stay the way you are? Many people say they want to make a change, but they're not ready to commit, either financially, energetically, or time-wise. If you're, and I commend you for thinking about the Elite Platinum, because that's for a special group of people who are ready to go deeper. What I can just say to anyone, especially Amber, is ask yourself, if you have that inner nudging that this is the right time, that this is finally your time to do the healing that needs to be done, to get the insight that you've been searching for, to empower yourself, because these tools are all about empowerment. It's so you don't feel like you don't. How many of us have felt like our lives just spun out of control? I've been there, right? These tools put you back on the driver's seat, really. When you feel yucky and grumpy and sucky and feeling like the world is just bad, there are tools for you to snap out of it, get at a better place, and shift your vibration. Okay? And I'll tell you, when you know you're ready, you know none of these sales pitch is going to work. When you know you're ready, you will. I'll tell you one thing. When my teacher told me about her certification course, I wanted to do it. It was expensive. And it still is expensive because we're doing it as an affiliate of the Grandmaster. We don't set our rates. And there was no talk about payment plan at that time. She just said, okay, if you want to do the feng shui certification course, this is the course fee. And was I still waitressing at that time? I honestly can't remember, but it was a lot of money, and I knew my husband wasn't going to agree to that. So I said, I have the ring that my mom wore when she passed away. it's not worth much, but it has sentimental value because my mom wore that when she passed. And I asked her, can I do a payment plan? You keep my mom's ring, I'll do a payment plan, and you only give it back when I'm done with my final payment. And my teacher, bless her heart, she gave me a break. She says, I normally don't do payment plans, but I will do it with you. Keep your ring. You do your payment plan, come to the course. And that is how I started. And that is how I got to learn classical feng shui. That is how I got to be part of this beautiful feng shui lineage that has changed my life, changed my clients' lives. And I'm through my business, I'm able to keep continuing to change other people's lives. But if I did that because I felt the nudging, I felt the soul yearning. And I had to swallow my pride and ask her about the payment plan. I almost didn't, but I really, really, really wanted to do it. It felt right for me, and it felt right in terms of timing. Only thing that didn't feel right was the finances. So God bless her. She really gave me my first break. So, sorry. I am quite emotional. Some of you will know that about me. And so it doesn't matter what I say. If there is that soul nudging that you could have value from manifesting code, then we hope you join us. We have a beautiful family. We do care about each other. And I see that some of the MC family, they ended up being Facebook friends. They message each other. They check in with each other. They're like buddies. And, online family, really. And I loved seeing that. And so if you're ready, ask yourself, you can put this off, but how much putting off have you been doing? I ask that all the time when I think about investing in a business coach or investing in a business program or whatever it is. I ask myself, okay, this is a large amount of money. Am I willing to put in the effort it's asking of me? Ask your inner guidance. Don't ask your ego mind. If you meditate at all, do your meditation and get your answer through there. That's all I can say. Okay? Because I would, like I said, I told, I've said to some of the members in Manifesting Code, if you're just going to give me your monthly membership money, but not do the work, I would actually prefer that you stop your membership. I don't want your money if you're not doing the work. So that's my perspective. All right. I'm sorry. I wasn't looking at the comments when I was sharing the screen, so I'm not sure if anything else came up. All right. Okay, so I am going to end it here. And thank you so much for spending part of your day with me. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. You can put in a comment either on Facebook or YouTube. And we can take it from there. In the meantime, wishing everyone Happy New Year. And we'll see you guys soon. Take care.